Hi Capricorn, and welcome to your Venus Love Tarot reading. Venus is moving into Aquarius on December 20th out of your sign and will remain in Aquarius until about January 12th. So this tarot reading will cover that time frame. Now Capricorn, big thing for you. You guys are having your new moon on the 26th of December. This is the second new moon for Capricorn this year. So new beginnings for you guys, but also the annular eclipse is attached to your new moon. So there is something ending and completing for you, Capricorn. It could be in your romantic department or, you know, in some other area of your life. It's just, there's going to be a big change, and your energy as you move into 2020 is going to shift quite a bit because the eclipses were in your sign all through 2019. So, you know, that's all those changes are going to now start coming into fruition in your life. And, you know, with Venus moving into Aquarius, this is where we're going to get very analytical and think about everything, really think things through, which allows us to see things from a different perspective because we're going to detach from the emotional body and not be so persuaded by our emotions, but rather our thoughts, our logic, and facts are going to be the deciding factors over this next 3.5 weeks. All right. So let's pull a card for your overall energy that you're experiencing, you know, romantic energies. And we have change habits. So Capricorn, this is you really being in contemplation mode, whether you are single, dealing in a complicated situation, or you are coupled up. You are in contemplation mode. You are planning and building your future in your head. You know, if you're single, you're getting really serious about the type of partner that you want in a different way. Like, it's more than I just want companionship and I want somebody to love me. It's a different type of thinking, and you're realizing why certain relationships just weren't the right fit for you in the past. So singles, I feel like making big time New Year's resolutions and making a lot of changes in self-improvement for you, for yourself, and that's more where you're focused rather than like attracting a relationship in. It's like you want to change something about you to prevent any sort of like repetitive type of relationship coming back into your life. Like, you are really wanting to break patterns and behaviors in regards to love and romance. Like, you want a more solid, real deal, good, compatible partner. And it's not that you didn't want that before, but there's a change happening in you. All right. Those of you in existing commitments, this is where I see you wanting to, like, you know, improve yourself. But also thinking about the relationship, like what can we do different long term to grow, to expand for the betterment? How can we communicate better? Like, you're just really analytical, Capricorn, of how to improve things, improve yourself, improve your connection, and you're excited for it. Like, you're making New Year's resolutions. Like, you really want 2020 to be a good year for you all the way around, and you're getting focused and planning for it. Sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. So this is an energy coming into play, and this to me is the energy that we want to change, or the energy that we don't want to experience anymore. So singles, or, you know, you're dealing with somebody, it's just a really complicated situation, you're over it. You don't want that. You want something stable and solid. You don't want one night stands. You don't want to just hang around somebody that you're attracted to and that you like well enough, but you know you're not compatible long term. Like, you don't want any of that anymore. Those of you in committed relationships, this is where you are really looking at things from a different perspective and being very unbiased, being very thoughtful and considerate of your partner and what they're thinking and what they're feeling and what they're going through, and the choices that you make for the good or the bad, how they impact your partners. So, damn, Capricorn, you guys are just incredibly wise and thoughtful over these next 3.5 weeks. Like, I'm feeling you guys as like a hermit energy where you're internalizing a lot of things. All right, so we have a separation coming through, sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of future. All right, this, for those of you in committed relationships, this here is why you are wanting to change and improve. Like, you don't want to lose your partner. And it's not to say you guys are in a bad place right now. It's you're really being thoughtful and like aware of what your partner means to you. Now, Capricorn, this is a general reading. So for those of you where you are in a committed relationship and you are disrespected and you're not honored, you don't feel loved, valued, all those things, honestly, this to me is where you're changing yourself to get up and out of that connection and relationship, because it's not in alignment with you any longer, and you realize that, and you realize you don't belong there. But predominantly, this feels like more of a positive energy for committed Capricorns, where it's like you want to do whatever you can do to change and become the best version of yourself for your relationship, and through that process encourage your partner to also transform and become the best version of themselves. So it's very positive. And singles, I really feel like you've been struggling to get over somebody or forget about somebody, and I just feel like they give you the runaround. It's because you have the gaslighting and all of that going on in the sunglasses. And so I just feel like, if you still even talk to them, they just kind of give you the runaround. Or, if this is that really complicated situation, you're tired of being in that space of sadness and missing them and thinking about them and wondering about them. And, what's the next step? What's going to happen between us? Like, you're done, you're tired, you're over it. And you want to change yourself to, rise above and beyond this connection, and so that it doesn't hold you back anymore, and find love that is good for you, that does align to your soul. All right, let's pull some tarot. Two of Swords, the Tower, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Wow, you got two queens coming through. And lastly, Four of Swords. Okay. Capricorn, I do feel over this next 3.5 weeks in this contemplation mode, you really are kind of just keeping this to yourself, whether you're in a committed relationship or not. Like, you're not really sharing your ideas. This is just something that's taking place inside of you. You're being very private about it. And, with these two queens coming through, I see you wanting financial stability and emotional stability. So those of you in committed relationships, like, that's where you're focusing on for the change habits to improve the relationship. Like, some of you, you're like, I want to make more money. I want more stability in my life that way. And for others of you, it's like you want a better emotional connection and relationship with your partner. And it's not to say you guys don't love each other and feel close and all that, but this could be like maybe when you guys fight and disagree and things get really heated, you could be a little toxic towards each other, and you are, because you care and love them so much, you're like, I don't want to treat you like this. I don't want you to treat me like this. Like, we're better than that. Our love is more sacred than that. So we need to improve here. We need to grow beyond this. We need to emotionally mature. Like, I'm telling you, you're like a wise old sage, Capricorn, these next 3.5 weeks as Venus moves through Aquarius, and you're just very real with yourself and what you need to do to change yourself to be a better version of yourself. And you know, these this really weird connection that's super challenged, not committed, or if you're struggling to let somebody of your past go, it's like now as you wrap up December, it's coming to the point where, again, you don't want to be in this disharmony in your emotional body. You're tired of it. It's affecting everything around you. You are ready for a major radical change. You want to let this go. It's a decision you're making within yourself, and through that you just feel incredibly empowered. Also, Capricorn, I do see a sense of healing with that Four of Swords between you and an existing partner. And as I was about to say, talking about like a house with the Tower and the Four of Wands pops out. That right there is that major change coming into your life, and it's also happening in your romantic situation. So I see like a big move for some of you, or like a big trip or a major career shift and change. You know, I don't feel like this is like a negative, scary. It's a positive, like big time change that you facilitate by what you're thinking about now, and which you start changing now, Capricorn. So let's pull some more tarot. And potential people that could be involved with you with the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, fellow Capricorn, or water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Doesn't have to be those signs, but they're definitely presenting very strong. So we have the Knight of Swords under the Two of Swords. So you're really collecting your thoughts, Capricorn, and deciding, you know, what it is that you want to do, what you're going to do, how you want to change, how you want to improve, coming up with some ideas for the relationship itself. Like, again, you are the wise old sage. Two of Wands. So you got the Two of Swords and the Two of Wands. That's a coming together, and you have two queens. So let me get through all of them. Now we have the Three of Wands coming through. The Queen of Wands. Oh my goodness. So you went from 2 and 2 to 2 queens to 3, and now 3 queens, and now the Ace of Wands. Okay. Oh, look at, I don't know why, but I felt like I needed to pull the next card, and it was another ace. And look at what the next card would be. The King of Pentacles, and I don't really have a spot, so we'll just set him here, because this, Capricorn, is your energy, whether you are male or female. This to me is how you're coming through, because you are being so methodical, digging deep, wanting to make change, wanting improvement, wanting to grow and, you know, expand, add to like your family, add to your home, move to a different state, a different country. It's just, you are thinking big, very big. And with 3 queens here, Capricorn, those of you who are single, I feel like there is like 3 significant relationships in your life. 2 are of the past, like maybe that's where you've been in the struggle, is like getting over those 2 situations, those 2 relationships, and now you're really just feeling naturally inclined to climb up out of that, because with that 3rd queen coming out, there is a 3rd relationship which I feel that's about to come in, and in that, you know, that new connection coming into your life, those past relationships that you've been struggling to let go of or get over aren't going to mean so much to you anymore. You're really going to heal from them. So those of you, and also if you've been dealing with somebody who's just like back and forth, like you really like them, you have feelings, all of that, but they're flaky, you're going to get tired of feeling that energy, Capricorn, and you're making changes. And in that space, you open the door for a very beautiful new relationship to come into your life. And it's not with that flaky person. It's not with an ex. It's with a brand new connection. And it might shock you how you guys meet or how the universe brings you guys together, but it's beautiful. All right, Capricorn. And so that's why you're going into this hermit mode, being super methodical. is because Spirit's helping you purge old emotions and old energy, rise you up to align you to this beautiful new romance coming your way, which all the eclipses you've been through throughout 2019 had a big hand in that, and the way that your romance is going to unfold in 2020, the new romance. Those of you in existing commitments, there's lots of new changes coming in for you guys. And with the three queens, I feel that's talking about like the areas of your life that are changing. So financially and emotionally are the first two things that are going to change within your existing connection, with the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups coming out. And then, with the Queen of Wands there, that's something to do with like your spiritual connection and bond. It grows ever deeper. Or because we have the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups over there, some of you could be deciding to expand or add to your family or start a family. All right. And we've got two twos and then a 3 and a 4 and a couple aces. So January, February, March up to April, the first 4 months of 2020 feel really significant for meeting this new romance. Or some of you like adding to your family, finding out you're going to have a baby, your partner's going to have a baby, or if it's not that, there's like change to your financial situation, which improves the emotions within you, within your partner, okay? So the first 4 months of 2020, definitely two big changes coming in your committed relationship. And then, there's a third change that comes at a different point in 2020, but it's powerful, it's good, it's positive. And Capricorn, those of you dealing with somebody flaky or really hung up on somebody of the past, it's time to just let all of that go and rise above and allow yourself to heal, because I'm telling you, there is a beautiful new romance coming in, and it's meant to be. It's gonna be lovely. Okay, let's pull you some advice. We have breath, and it says, take a few deep breaths and accept that some things just don't make much sense. Soon enough, everyone will come to their senses to see the situation for what it is. And this is what's happening to you right now, Capricorn. This whole reading, you're seeing things from a different perspective. You're desiring a lot of improvement. And look at the next card would be love. That's where you're desiring all this change, the love within you, the love within your connection, not wanting to be used, not wanting to, feel bad and pine and miss anybody anymore, tired of just feeling bad emotionally, like you're done with it. You're ready to change. And through that process, this right here, Capricorn, new love is coming in. It says, before you can truly love another, you need to open your heart and allow yourself to receive love first. If you open your heart to love, it will flow into your soul. That's what's happening through all of this thinking and assessing and evaluating, Capricorn, is your heart space is opening and you're rising up. And that's why you're not going to tolerate flaky. You're not going to choose to entertain, missing and longing for somebody anymore. It's just like you're closing the door on your past 100% and stepping into a beautiful future with new romance on the horizon. And those of you in existing connections, big time change is coming in a very positive sense, all right? And it starts now as Venus enters Aquarius. So Capricorn, those are your messages. I'm wishing you all the best. Take care.